It's funny I say that. I think I said that once, and the media just grabbed it and went with it. But
That's what we do.
yes, and please be nice to me today. But I think in the context of my career, last year I came third, and maybe this year I didn't believe that I could be an outright winner, and I think that is just like I think it just shows like the development of my career and the context. But, of course I want that outright gold, right? I think that's one of the reasons why we're athletes. So, next year, I think the context is very important, but yeah, I would love that outright gold.
Yeah, it's a good place for me here. So, no, I know that it's a place that I can jump really high, and it's my last competition, and I would like to end on a bang and a nice little height here. So, yeah, no, I feel quite good. I think that I have one really good competition left in me. I don't think I have much more than one, but I think I do have one good one in me, and so no, I'm excited about it. I think it'd be good.
It's such a weird thing having our biggest event in almost like the middle of the season, and we're not done. We have to keep vaulting, and that for me has been really interesting. But last year and almost this year as well, once the major's done, I've performed, and in Zurich, I just went and had fun, and I jumped, 491, and I broke my national record. So I think Katie and I will just try have some fun out there tomorrow, and yes. Hopefully some big bars will happen.
Yeah, this year was completely different. I think just last year after the Olympics, I didn't get the break that I needed. I took a physical break, but I was doing a lot of events that I was talking about it constantly, and it was awesome. I didn't want to talk about anything else, but in hindsight, I was exhausted when I started training again. And so this past year after Worlds, I didn't go to the Diamond League final. I didn't finish out. I just said that's going to be it, and then I took 6 weeks off completely. I did a couple things, but I didn't do anything physically demanding. I didn't really do any events talking about it much, and just getting that time away really gave me the break that I needed. And then when I came in this year, I felt totally refreshed, very motivated from what I did at Worlds the year before, and yeah, it was a very fun year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of a surreal situation, especially because time's weird. Time's weird. Everything just goes so fast because it feels like it was just yesterday. We're teenagers and we're just kids and we're just freshmen in college and we're just doing freshman in college things and just cutting up and being stupid, And we were always both. We had huge dreams, and we knew that we could be in the situation that we are today. But for everything to happen the way that it has, and we actually are doing what we always manifest and what we thought we could do, it's a lot different because sports is tough, and not everything works out the way that you think it's going to work out. And so, for us to be here, both won the World Championships in the same year, just feeling like it was yesterday. We were both in college together. It's pretty nice.
Pretty darn cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those things where it's like, every meet that happens after World Championships, I see almost as a victory lap. Yeah. So a lot of people will get tired, and they're exhausted, and it's like, well, I don't really want to go to track meets. I'm like, well, it doesn't matter if you win or lose now because you already won World Championships. Nobody can take that from you, or whatever title you did get from Worlds. So it's now a victory. Like I remember coming to Prefontaine after the Olympics, and my mom was telling me that some girl in the stands was like, "Where's Sydney? Where's Sydney?" And she was so distraught that Sydney wasn't there. And I was like, wow, I guess I didn't realize how much people just want to see you after the moment happens, that, we got to treat this like our victory parade, when other teams go back to their city and they're celebrating. This is our celebration.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good. I mean, for me, after the World Championships, I didn't really perform how I knew I was capable of performing. And so I looked at it more so just encouraging an opportunity to have more races afterwards. And I feel like I'm just not really finding my stride. And so I'm excited to put another one out there.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling grateful for the season I've already had. So knowing that I am world champion of this year, I am world leader of this year, I just feel like anything else, like Noah said, is more so of a victory lap. I've done what it is that I know I wanted to do, but the job's not done. So going into this next lineup, the amazing ladies I've been racing basically all season, lining up against them again, and we see who come out with on top. I've enjoyed creating a sisterhood that a lot of people felt like wasn't possible. and no matter what nobody says, I know that my demeanor, my vibe has helped create that, no matter what media may say or the story they may want to portray. So I love sisterhood. I love women, if y'all know or don't know. And yeah, so it makes me excited to see those things, but at the end of the day, knowing that yes, we may have like ultimate respect for each other, but when we get on that line, we also know that we want to come out first, no matter what.
I think the biggest thing is for me is just coming out here. I've been really just trying to find, a sense of motivation, a sense of urgency. Really just after Worlds, obviously, like I said, it was, once you put, blood, sweat, and tears into an event and you come out on top, you accomplish that goal. It's always hard to try to refocus and get it all going. But, my support staff, my team, we've been working, diligently at just trying to put some more gas in the tank. Like I said, for me, it's just, I take my life, however I want. It's really no, I guess I say I have discipline, but, when it's, whenever I want to do something, I just go out and do it. And, the biggest thing is right now is really just, I feel like it's a win-win or a lose-lose. You come out here, you run well, cool, you win. Everybody will say, well, he was supposed to win. You come out and lose, it's another story that, so-and-so lost. So, at the end of the day, I think Carrie said it best, is, you already have your world title. It can't be taken away, but then at the same time, it's, you want to try to protect your throne. You want to kind of, solidify why you do certain things. And, for me, I really don't read into the media as much. If you follow my Twitter, I tweet what I want. I say what I want. I think the biggest thing is with me is just I really don't think about opinions. So I just have fun with my life. I honestly ordered a vintage bottle of red wine. So
of course you have.
Tell
us about that vintage. What are we talking?
Did you get one for me too?
I wish. It's a 1995 Chateau.
Oh.
So yeah, I paid a pretty penny for it. So I'm just ready to get back. Of course, crack open that. A lot of, not really like Christian, but not a lot of moving parts. But in the process was just getting some stuff done in Gainesville, and then obviously World Indoors is going to come quick for myself. So I have another title to defend. So I'm sure I'll sit down with the team and figure out when we're going to start training. But I'm sure it won't be probably take about 2-3 weeks off.
That's the most important objective of this meeting. First mile of the season, and obviously the Diamond League final. So hoping to bring another trophy and hopefully a good time in the mile event. This definitely feels like a home meet for me in the mile. Been here many times and obviously had a lot of good memories and great achievements running the mile. So it's where it kind of first started at the Diamond League scene, and it's great to be back and obviously having those experiences in the back of my mind. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm a big proponent of just like last one, best one, and just really finishing it out with like everything that you have. So, to be able to, one, come back to America, to Eugene, is really nice, and also just to finish in a mile. I think I've been probably a little biased, but mile always felt a little more right than the 1500 always did. So, it's just really exciting and really fun to kind of come back and see what I can do to my mile PR. It's probably really slow outdoors, and just, see what I can do. Yeah, I feel like if the race goes out like nearly anywhere as fast as any other Diamond League has gone out, then I'm sure that's something that could be managed.
What do you mean by the race? If the race goes out that fast.
I was gonna say a lot of it depends on obviously, competitors, pacers, and whatnot. But I just feel like no matter what, it's gonna be a really fast race, and it's like 3:46 high or something. And so, I'd be really excited to kind of just go for it and, just see what I can do. I feel like I ran 3:47 indoors, so I feel like really confident that I'd be able to kind of just push it out a little bit further. And, they say outdoors a little bit faster, so. Yeah.
And Colin, go ahead.
Just stick to me as long as you can, and we'll get you sub 46.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. I might be closer than you think.